What's up, sneaker fans? Thanks for tuning in to a More Than Hype review, and in this video we're going to be taking a look at the third silhouette that has come out of the Fear of God and Adidas collaboration. These right here, this is the Athletics Los Angeles Runner. Now, so far, all three silhouettes have had some inspiration taken from past Adidas shoes, and these are no different. The Los Angeles Runner is inspired by the retro LA trainers. I'll put a photo up somewhere here. They're the ones with the plugs in the midsole right here. One thing that I said in the Basketball 1 review, and that I'll say again here, is that I was really hoping for something more experimental, something more that out there, you know. I feel like there could have been more risk taken. As far as I am concerned, taking a look at this shoe, this is a very safe release. And safe is not a good thing. These should be able to stand out, but to be honest, if you were to put this in the regular Adidas lineup without Fear of God, that Fear of God name on it, I don't think anyone would bat an eye, honestly. I think that it would fit in perfectly. And that's to say that I don't feel that this silhouette needed the Fear of God collab on it to exist. You know, when I make these videos, before I go any further, the reason I make these videos is to try to give you my honest opinion, and I try to be as objective as possible. So this isn't to bash Fear of God. This is just honestly how I feel, especially looking at the just sort of total landscape of what's going on at Adidas right now. There just isn't enough innovation, in my opinion, especially after the sort of hyper growth of Adidas with their collab with Yeezy and all of those Yeezy silhouettes. As soon as you looked at any of those shoes, you knew that they were something different, and they didn't quite fit into the mold of what Adidas was doing outside of Yeezy. So that's kind of what I'm looking for here. Same idea with Jordan and Nike. Nikes and Jordans, they have distinct looks, and you could tell from the designs on Jordans that they're not Nikes. So in that same way, I'm not comparing, you know, Fear of God with Yeezy. They're two completely different people, and they're two completely different sort of design approaches. But what I am saying is that when it comes to collabs, especially when you're as high profile as you are, I was hoping for a little bit more than this. But before I completely dunk on this shoe, let's take a closer look at the sort of technical stuff, the materials on the upper, the midsole, and the outsole. But before we get into all that, let's take a look at the packaging. As far as packaging goes, you do get a very premium sort of experience with the packaging. This box was in a sleeve that was also covered in paper. The box itself is very high quality. That Athletics 3 stripes with the rounded edges up top, and then you do have a very subtle Adidas and Fear of God branding on the side here. Another one on the opposite side as well. You can see how thick that box is. Overall, pretty nice packaging. You do get an extra set of laces. I'll show you that in a second. But other than that, the sizing is not on the box itself. It's on the sleeve that the box was in. That is actually probably the most frustrating part of this release. So on the Confirmed app, for whatever reason, I think it might have just been sort of like a photocopy of the Basketball 1 page, but it recommended you go a half size up. So this is a size 9. My true size is 8.5. Size 9 is what I wear in Yeezy V2s, and these are way too big. A mixture of the materials as well as the way these fit make these either a true to size, or even, I would recommend, a half size down depending on how you like your shoes to fit. If you like that one-to-one fit, then sizing down might actually be a good idea, especially considering how stretchy this upper sort of fabric material is. This is supposed to be a ripstop, but it has a stretch to it. Very interesting. First time I've seen that. But anyway, Alright, so now we got these here. Let's take a closer look, starting with the upper materials. Your upper is consisted of a mixture of ripstop and suede, all in a clay color. So on your underlay, you do have this ripstop material. It has a decent amount of stretch to it, which is why, again, you can see here, wide foot friendly, I'd call it, and you definitely don't want to size up. True, or go a size down, or half size down rather, for that real one-to-one fit. So ripstop on your underlay, and then some very nice overlays of suede all around your shoe. 3 stripes here, around your toe box, around the heel as well. More ripstop material up here. You can see how soft that is. The shoe itself is actually, it feels very sock-like, despite the fact that it is not a sort of prime knit upper. So that could be good or bad depending on what kind of fit you like. Some more suede around our eyelets here. Full suede tongue, which is nice. I'll show you in a second a very interesting foam situation going on, or padding situation going on. Those pods that I saw in the basketball one make another appearance on the back of this tongue. But before we get into that, flat clay colored laces with these. You do also get an extra set of laces in a cream color. These right here with the Adidas Fear of God branding on that little piece of paper there. Aglets on these, metal, dipped in a matte type of material, or matte colored paint. Same stuff you get for these right here. And also, you get a little toggle, which is a nice touch. Now, let me try to show you the inside of this tongue real quick. So I'm not sure if you can see, but you get these sort of pods instead of just one flat piece of foam on the inside, which actually makes these pretty damn comfy. Taking a look at the sock liner here, let me try to get that out for you. It is a pretty thin sock liner. Adidas branding on the heel here. Pretty thin sock liner. Just a little bit of foam. And then the lining itself is like a faux suede type material. That about does it for the upper. Now moving on to the midsole outsole here. It is a cream colored EVA foam midsole. So no boost, no light strike in here, which is actually very disappointing, especially for the price point. $170 for an EVA foam midsole is honestly not a good look. I was really hoping for some technology here, but we just get plain old EVA. These are okay on feet, but I feel like they could have been better. And I'm talking about the comfort. Fear of God branding on the back here in black. Taking a look at our medial side, we get another sort of accent detail piece here in the middle. And then we have a ripple style outsole here in this semi-translucent white rubber. I actually really like the look of this outsole here, especially from the side. Ripple outsoles are one of my favorites just because they look so crazy. These are much less pronounced than, say, a Vibram outsole with that ripple pattern on it. Nonetheless, really cool look on that outsole here. And there you have it. That is my review of these right here, the Athletics Los Angeles Runner. I just don't know who these are for. From the price being $170 to the design itself, to the comfort of the shoe itself, nothing really stands out. So I'm not sure who this is supposed to be marketed to. As far as I can tell, these were made specifically for people that are fans of Fear of God, which I understand it is a very popular brand, but that's a very small market size compared to what you could have aimed for. I just feel the design could have been a little bit more innovative. The cushioning in the midsole, absolutely unacceptable. You could have put something in here, especially for $170 to give us an EVA wedge. It's not even a retro silhouette. It is a brand new shoe, and we couldn't get light strike or anything, which is crazy to me. Not to say that EVA doesn't get the job done, but to really stand out, something there would have been nice. But I think I've said enough about these. If you have any questions, hit me up in the comments. Like the video if you found this video helpful, and subscribe for more sneaker content. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next video.